Hello, guys, and I am here for some awesome game day bingo. This will be some game day bingo themed after our great Minnesota Vikings. We got 52 balls or less for this minor prize at $46. We got that major prize of $1,000 you could take home in 48 balls or less, and that major prize, also at 48 balls or less, mega and major. So that mega will be the only one available, $39,091. As we work into this game, just 20 seconds seconds to do so. I'll be streaming all these games to you guys live on the Pilot TVs. Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/Pilot TV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch. As you guys are getting after some jackpot prizes here, I would like to highlight some jackpot winners. As we've given out 27 jackpots over the last 7 days and 488 jackpots during this season 14. As we got to see uh, four of those jackpots go out on Wednesday. The first one went out to Drew Wren over at Billy's Rockford, taking home $1,079. Great job to you, Drew Wren. The second jackpot to go out on that lovely Wednesday went out to Hot Mama 3 over at the Club Almar, taking home $2,500 in a little bit of Pilot Payday action. Good job to you, Hot Mama 3. We'll be playing some Pilot Payday at 6 p.m. tonight. DNR over at Jim and Judy's took home $9,520 on a jackpot prize in a little bit of Vikings victory that we were playing during that wild Wednesday last night. Good job to you, DNR. EBIT over at Willie McCoy's of Andover took home the final jackpot of that Wednesday, taking home a major prize in game day bingo, $6,176. Great job to you, EBIT, as we are now working on some great prizes here. The major prize not even available, as we have to wait till it clicks up in ball count from 48 to 49 balls or less. But even at that, that mega prize may get there first, as it's sitting at $39,090. All it has to do is get to $40,000, and they'll be clicking up from 48 to 49 balls or less. Continuing to have a lot of fun in this awesome matchup of Game Day Bingo. 5 balls away for Cola. 1, 2, 3. If you guys aren't playing this this great live bingo game, check out our newest eTab game, as we just released Sherlock Holmes a week ago. Don the detective cap as you check out those three different bonus rounds. The first one being the wheel bonus, where you could spin for colossal prizes. Second, Sherlock's coin bonus, where you can unlock free play, expanding grids with sticky coins. And you can even check out that Where's Watson skill challenge, which is a great game as well. I'll talk more about that Where's Watson skill challenge, as it is a little different than those other two specialty rounds. We do have Mick over at Channel Bar and Grill taking home a nice Musco prize in this game number 1 of Game Day Bingo. $10.90 going out to you, Mick, as we now get enrolled into a game number 2. In this game number 2, that minor prize will be clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less, continuing to be more exciting as we get on through these great bingo games. But I was talking about the Where's Watson Skill Challenge, which is a super fun eTab game that we just released last Thursday. And in those games, you could take home some great prizes, but you can also compete for statewide leaderboards, playing some awesome Where's Watson Skill Challenge opportunities. As you're playing that, you can embark on unique quests to hunt for hidden objects, kind of that Where's Waldo, but Where's Watson this time around. And you can climb statewide leaderboards, but fear not, it won't impact your pull tab game outcome. Let the games begin, and may the best sleuth prevail. It's definitely a lot of fun there, earning a bunch of great wins while playing that awesome eTab game. Our best players in that Where's Watson skill challenge is in a top 10, as we have a two-way tie in ninth place between Donnie and JM. They both have 1,900 points. With 1,960 points in sixth place, we have another two-way tie between Tim and KV. Quickly moving on to a fifth place tie, as we have AR and JT, both with 1,980 points. Funny Farm is the only player in fourth with 2,000 points, as we have a two-way tie in second between Delora and Proper Tom, both with 2,040 points. And with 2,140 points in first place, we have Always Been Us. Well, we'll see, as that was last updated on December 9th, and we played quite a few days of Where's Watson's challenges, and so should be a big change up when we update that this week on our Facebook page. If you want to stay up to date with that great standings, our Facebook page is super easy to find. All you got to do is look up Pilot Games. You can see that logo right down over there as you just search that up and you can find click on our logo. Then you'll be able to see weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, previews, the new eTab games that we're about to release. You can also click the website link at the very top of that Facebook page, which links you to our link tree, which has links to our bar locations, our social medias like Twitter and Instagram, pgl.world, and even more there. So just the hub of all things Pilot Games, just a click away for you guys on that Facebook page. We are now getting enrolled into this game number 2 of Game Day Bingo. We'll be trying to give out some awesome prizes in this one, as that minor jackpot is sitting at 54 balls or less, $58.21. Major prize still at $1,000 at 48 balls or less, not available in this game, as if you win it in 48 balls or less, you'll be taking home the mega jackpot of $39,100. It should be can still be a lot of fun as we continue to get through these awesome game day bingo games. We'll be playing game day bingo from 12 all the way till 1 p.m. with you guys. This will be 12 games of game day bingo during this 12 to 1 time, and we're hoping to give out some awesome jackpot prizes. At 1 p.m., we'll be switching on over to a little lucky four bingo action where you'll have a shot at $88,771, the largest jackpot available today. Game Day Bingo then will then restart back up at 1 p.m., going all the way till 4 p.m., getting after whatever those prizes I was not able to give out with you guys during this lunchtime bingo. At 4 p.m., we'll obviously play a little Lucky 4 bingo, as it would be wrong to not play that at 4 p.m. Another shot at $88,000 and could be closing in on $89,000 if it didn't go out at 1 p.m. From 4 all the way till 6 p.m., I'm going to be back once again playing some Skull Bingo with you guys, as we have a huge jackpot available. Given that Lucky 4 Bingo jackpot a run for its money, we have that coverall in Skull Bingo of $70,736 that you could take home in 50 balls or less. It's definitely a lot of fun working on that coverall. You also have a large frame of $5,589 you could take home in 43 balls or less, and a line prize that's starting off fresh that you could take home in 10 balls or less. Definitely come out from 4 all the way till 6 to play some of that awesome bingo with me. But in this bingo right here, I just realized, as I forgot that we were going to be adding in the great Viking tossing his little Warhammer out there on our screen. I'm loving it as he's taking out those balls for us, looking great while doing it. We got Maggie over at Lyle Liquor taking home $9.50 on that Musco prize. Good job to you, Maggie, in this great game number 2 of Game Day Bingo. We'll now be getting enrolled into a game number 3 with that jackpot continuing to grow, 56 balls or less now for that minor prize. As we're getting enrolled into this next game, I'm going to continue talking about our bingo. As I talked about Skull Bingo running from 4 to 6, which I'm going to be back live for you guys playing 23 games of. At 6 p.m., we'll be playing a little Pilot Payday, as you can have a shot at $2,500 on a Musco prize and only 10 cents a card to get yourself in that game. It's definitely a lot of fun, so come out for Pilot Payday, 6 p.m. every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. From 6 all the way till 10 tonight, you'll be playing some Game Day Bingo, getting after any of those prizes that have grown throughout the day. We do like to interrupt that game day bingo from 6 to 10 2 times a week, and those are our PGL specialty nights. Just last night, we had a Wild Wednesday, and that goes from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. Me and Jordy are usually there giving out a bunch of PGL points, along with some awesome jackpot prizes. We'll be ending off that awesome Wild Wednesday with a little bit of game day bingo, as you'll then finish off your entire night with more game day bingo opportunities. But we also have another specialty night, and that one's actually coming up around the corner on Tuesday, and that's MegaSota Game Night. Happens at 6:40 every single Tuesday. Tony and Nikki are usually there, giving out a bunch of PGL points, along with some awesome prizes in that great game. So definitely come out for that PGL tournament style action on MegaSota Game Night, 6:40 every Tuesday, and Wild Wednesday, 7 p.m. every single Wednesday. Right now, we're getting into a game number 3 of Game Day Bingo. As we are getting enrolled into this game number 3 with just 50 seconds to do so, we're going to be talking about some national days. First one up is National Alabama Day. This one's a fun one as Alabama just snuck their way into the college football playoffs and is recognized as the heart of Dixie. Well, I'm going to get on a little football tangent as it is I thought it was ridiculous that Alabama made the college football playoffs. I'm in total agreement that Alabama is the better football team. That was they were probably the fourth best football team in college football this year and deserve to make it into the playoffs. But in that sense, but I thought that you go 13-0, you win a Power Five conference. Florida State deserved to be in those playoffs more so than Alabama. And so it hurts to see that Alabama's in there, but it's National Alabama Day, so I won't talk too bad on them. And really, as much trash talk as I can give them about their college football team this year, they have been the most dominant football team over the last 20 years. Ever since I started watching college football, Alabama has been the dominant force. And so it's very impressive for them. And they make it into the college football playoffs probably due to that just legendary run that they've been on. But I do have some Alabama fun facts. As did you know, windshield wipers were invented in Alabama? Alabama has the most snails of any U.S. state by far. That's incredible. Alabama was the first state to recognize Christmas as an official holiday. Well, Christmas just around the corner, so shout out to Alabama. The first 911 call was made in Alabama. And Alabama had a bear wrestling problem in the 1900s. That is hilarious. Well, definitely some cool stuff there. National Alabama Day. As we are getting after it in this one, we'll see who takes home this awesome prize. Almost 40 balls dropped in this game right here. As we got Cuddy right now, 6 balls away. We'll see if they can take home this great prize in this matchup right here. As we're trying to give it out, we got $13.60 still available on that Musco prize. CNS and Cuddy right now 5 balls away in this matchup. As we wait to see, as it doesn't look like we'll be giving out that mega or major jackpot, and we'll be trying to give out this minor jackpot is what we'll be gunning for. Anne Marie still in line to be able to do it, as we have 6 more balls to try and give this one out as the Viking hops onto the screen. As we continue to get after it, we'll see as let's see, last opportunity for that jackpot. No, moving on to that Musco prize of $13.60. I'm still I think it's super fun that we get the Viking right here next to me, as we got CRP over at the Bootleggers Perez taking home a nice $13.60 Musco prize. Just barely missing out on that minor jackpot in this game number 3. You'll definitely want to get enrolled into this game number 4. If you can win that prize in that exact same ball count, you'll actually be taking home that minor jackpot in this upcoming game, as that minor jackpot will be clicking up to 58 balls or less, as we're getting enrolled over $88 in this game and 2 minutes to add to that great prize. As you guys are getting enrolled into this great game, I'm going to be talking about our next national day. This one is Monkey Day. Every year on December 14th, National Monkey Day celebrates the unique characteristics of simians. The day also focuses on other non human primates such as apes, and lemurs and even more. Definitely a great one on today. Monkeys, super interesting. One of those things that definitely catch my eye every time I see them at the zoo. Ben, our resident favorite, biggest fan of Monkey here at Pilot Games, as whenever I highlight an ETAB game, he's always highlighting Going Bananas. And I guess since it is National Monkey Day, you might as well go and play the great ETAB game, Going Bananas, celebrating the awesome non human primates like that great gorilla that's out there in that awesome game. We have just 1 minute and 25 seconds to get enrolled into this game number 4. Hopefully, you guys are continuing to get enrolled and press play. If you guys aren't getting enrolled into this game, may I suggest one of our favorite sports themed eTab games? And that eTab game is called Twins Win. We teamed up with the Twins to create this awesome matchup, as you could check out even the bonus round in that game, as it's a home run derby bonus round. If you pick out the lucky batter within that round, you'll be taking home some grand slam prizes. It's always a lot of fun playing that awesome eTab game, Twins Win. But I have a lot of fun playing this awesome bingo right here. And as we're playing this bingo here, we're actually earning points towards the game day bingo standings, which have been very competitive in this season 14. We've even had some shakeups as of recently. And so we'll get started off as we start in 10th place with Mikey Wins over at the clubhouse at Edinburgh. In ninth place, it's Nan over at Corgis Bar South Haven with 63,000 points. Only a 2,000 point lead on Mikey Wins. Towley over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards sits in eighth with 71,000 points. As we have a late in the season tie in sixth place between Why Not Me over at Beatles Bar and Grill and Super D over at Shore 96, both with 74,000 points in that sixth place spot. In fifth place, we have Mad Dog over at Egan's Arms Public House with 78,000 points. With 89,000 points in fourth place, we have Mike over at the Sherwood Lounge. Third place is Rock Rider over at the Incline Station Bowling Center with 90,000 points. 103,000 points for Mikey Mike over at the Old Piper in Blaine. As our first place player is Call Me Jen over at JR Mac with 231,000 points. Great job to you, JR Mac, taking home a bunch of points in this season. Definitely been awesome to watch you just dominate a bunch of game day bingo matchups. Now I'll be moving on to the location side of these standings as 10th place is VFW Blaine with 128,000 points. With 143,000 points in ninth place, we have Shady's Railside. As the Sherwood Lounge sits with 1,000 points on Shady's Railside, 144,000 points for them in eighth. Seventh place is Leo's Bar Newmarket with 153,000 points. As our sixth place location is the Country Lounge with 160,000 points. 169,000 points for the Boulevard Tavern in fifth place, as the Old Piper in Blaine sits in fourth with 182,000 points. With 273,000 points in third place, we have J.R. Mack, as our number two location just recently getting pushed out of their number one spot. It's Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, sitting with 313,000 points. But those two locations go back and forth all the time. Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards one day, but today it is VFW Spring Lake Park taking the lead. Only a 1,000 point lead for them as they sit with 314,000 points in that first place spot. Definitely some great stuff there, taking home a bunch of points for their locations in these awesome matchups. In this matchup right here, we are moving on past our great minor jackpot and now working to give out a Musco prize of $16.10. We got the Viking knocking out some of those balls as we got quite a few players right now, one ball away. As that Musco prize of $16.10 will be going out to Cuddy over at HR Pesties, BC Gurr, both of them splitting up $16.10 on that Musco. Good job to all of our winners in that awesome game number 4 game day bingo as we now get enrolled into a game number 5. In this game 5, we'll have that minor jackpot clicking up to 60 balls or less. 60 balls or less is about when it starts to get really, really exciting. We start giving out this prize at a pretty regular pace at 60 balls or less. So make sure you guys get enrolled, press play. Game 5 is usually our lucky game to give out this minor jackpot. We'll see if it has to grow into a game 6, but fingers crossed for this game 5. 2 minutes to get enrolled. If you're not getting enrolled into this game, may I suggest the eTab game that was released just about a month ago, and that's Wicked Seas. Find buried treasure in the treasure map bonus or spin the helm to try and land on some great prizes in the wheel bonus. If that's not the game you like, as I personally enjoy the pirate themed eTab game, we do have 70 different shareable eTab games that you can play anytime with a huge variety of prizes and themes you can choose from, with prizes up to $1,500 in each of those games. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 with awesome bonuses and free play rounds in those games. Do not miss out on some of that great action, as it is Monkey Day, I gotta also highlight Going Bananas, another great E-Type game as well. We got 1 minute and 13 seconds to get enrolled into this upcoming matchup. 60 balls or less for that $122 on this minor prize. So do not miss out. As we get enrolled into this game, though, I do have a little bit of music history on today. And on today in 1968, Motown acts hold the top three spots on the Hot 100. Starting off at number three, we have For Once in My Life by Stevie Wonder. Number two was Love Child by the Supremes. And at number one, I Heard It Through the Grapevine by Marvin Gaye. The chart stays the same for the next week. And a week later, Stevie and the Supremes trade positions. That's super fun stuff. That's a very impressive thing for Motown, and some great songs in that one, as I love anything by Stevie Wonder. And I Heard It Through the Grapevine, a good hit by Marvin Gaye. We have just 14 seconds to get enrolled into this next game. Make sure you guys are getting enrolled and press play, as we want to give out some awesome prizes in this matchup. $123, three 30 $39,000 available on that mega prize that can go out in 48 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun as we continue through this action. As you guys are getting after it in this game right here, I got another day in music history. And on today in 1977, at the peak of the disco era, the film Saturday Night Fever opens in theaters. The soundtrack contains two previous number one hits and four new ones. Very, very impressive stuff. That is a huge day in music history, as it's got so many big time hits going out there. As you got, it was director John Badham's fascination with the disco movement, described in British journalist Nick Cohen's 1976 article, "The Tribal Rights of the Saturday Night of the New Saturday Night, the weariness of the working class teens cutting loose on the dance floor, even weekends encapsulated in Tony Manero, the film's protagonist, played by Welcome Back Cotter star John Travolta. Through Cohen, later admits that he fabricated the article, based it on friends from London's mod scene of the 60s rather than the disco scene of the 70s that he knew nothing about. The film is a true to life experience for disco obsessees and a fascination for the disco curious. But the big story is the soundtrack. The film is produced by the Bee Gees, and the 1976 number one hit, "You Should Be Dancing," is in it. You also got "How Deep Is Your Love," "Staying Alive," "Night Fever," If I Can't Have You," "More Than a Woman," "Fifth of Beethoven," "Disco Inferno," "Boogie Shoes," all of those big hits in that awesome movie, Saturday Night Fever. Absolutely huge hits there. We do have a winner here, as $22 is going out to Cheater over at VFW Spring Lake Park. Well, playing at that number one location right there, taking home an awesome prize. We will now be getting enrolled into this next game with that minor prize. Clicking up again, 62 balls or less. It's going to be a lot of fun at 62 balls or less. We'll see if we can finally give out that minor jackpot of $155. As you guys are getting enrolled into this game, or if you're already enrolled into this game and you're taking a little bit of break, head on over, search up on your phone pgl.world, and then you can become a member of the Pilot Gambling League. Members of the PGL, they compete for points on our specialty nights like MegaSota Game Night and Wild Wednesday. They also get access to insider information, which includes a monthly newsletter that has a bunch of great information in it. So sign up at pgl.world today if you want to stay up to date with all things Pilot Games. If you're a new member who just got signed up, I'll be highlighting you in the new member spotlight. Some new members are Tams Maltz 4, Jabber 469, Killian, Rosie 89, Tag, Danny Kitty, Bold Moves, McGee, Marlin, Elpen 17, Drewski, Frofro, as well as City Angel 80. Good job to each and every one of those players getting signed up. Can't wait to see you guys earn some PGL points in this awesome season and maybe compete to try and get into these awesome top 10s. Currently in our PGL top 10s, we have in 10th place Sherbert over at the Broadway Pizza Brooklyn Park with 1,130,950 points. With 1,146,210 points in ninth place, we have TTWL69 over the Atomic Star Tavern. Eighth place is OE50 over at the Stanchion Bar with 1,184,415 points. With 1,287,040 points in seventh place, we have Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill. Sixth place is Mad Dog over at the Still Wolf with 1,304,065 points. With 1,418,670 points in fifth place, we have Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill. Fourth place is Rakuda over at the Alibi Gilbert with 1,428,455 points. With 1,536,985 points in third place, we have Yak at the Stanchion Bar. Second place is Drumski over at the Underground Bar and Grill with 2,101,464 points. With 2,408,350 points in first place, it's Outlaw 21 over at the Boulevard Bar and Grill. Great job to you, Outlaw 21, one of only two players in the 2 million point club, and we'll see if you can continue your dominance in these awesome PGL nights. The locations benefiting from those top players sit like this. 10th place is Millard's Forest Lake with 1,255,830 points. With 1,287,040 points in ninth place, we have Malone's Bar and Grill, Maple Grove. Eighth place is O'Brien's Pub and Rice with 1,293,155 points. And continuing with these super close races with 1,304,065 points in seventh place, it's the Still Wolf in St. Cloud. Sixth place is Mo in Mounds View with 1,333,450 points. With 1,606,700 points in fifth place, it's the Super Bowl in Ramsey. Eighth place is the Boulevard Bar and Grill Coon Rapids with 2,463,950 points. With 2,696,040 points. In third place, we have the Alibi of Gilbert. Second place is the Stanchion Bar in Hamel with 2,721,400 points. And with 3,748,519 points, the only location in the 3 million point club, it is the Underground Bar and Grill Mankato. Great job to all those locations and players earning so many PGL points while playing in those awesome specialty nights, Tuesday nights at 6:40 and Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. But in this game right now, we have gotten into that 50 ball range as we're trying to give out this prize in the next 10 balls. Dave is 100% in line at 1 ball away. We'll see how quickly we can give this one out as Pick Me 913 will be taking home that jackpot prize of $165. Great job to you, PCK 913 over at the Hunting Shack Bar and Grill. As we will now be getting enrolled into a game number 7, I'll be taking a quick break as you guys play this upcoming game. But I'll be back in just a little bit to play some more Game Day Bingo games with you guys, as well as announce the winners from the games you guys are about to play. Don't miss out on this game, as this next game is going to have a double must go available. For some more of this game day bingo. Should be some fun stuff as we continue through this great matchup. As you guys are getting through this matchup, I do have to talk about some winners as we gave out a nice few wins in our last few games of game day bingo. And so we got to talk about those winners there. As our winners in that awesome matchup of game day bingo, we saw in that game number 6, or I should say game number 7, a must go prize of over $54 went out to Cuddy over at HR Pesties and Julski over at VFW Spring Lake Park. They each took home $27.47. Good job to both of our winners in that awesome game. We also had a winner in a game number 8 as we saw that nice must go prize of $20 go out to Dave over at VFW Coon Rapids. Good job to all of our winners in those awesome games of game day bingo. Hopefully, we can give out some better prizes in this game right here. We got 56 balls or less for our minor jackpot of $76, a mega jackpot of $79,000. You can take home in 48 balls or less, and a major prize that we're just forgetting about. We do have a little bit of wild news I can hop on into as we are 10, 12, and 4 on the season. And Philip Gustafsson stopped 24 shots and got his second shutout of the season. And the Minnesota Wild beat the Seattle 3-0 Sunday night to hand the Kraken their 8th straight loss. Matt Boldy, Marco Rossi, and Joel Eriksson Ek scored for Minnesota while improving to 5-2-0 since John Hines replaced the fired Dean Evanson as coach on November 27th. Gustafsson got his 5th career shutout in that matchup. That was definitely a good look for our Wild, as 5-2 has been a great look for the head coach John Hines, as he's been really turning around this team, playing faster, getting more offensive opportunities, and it's led to some wins. Hopefully we can get a win tonight as we are going to be taking on the Flames at 7 p.m. We'll see what Vegas thinks about this game, as that will definitely be interesting to see if Vegas is leaning our way or not. Before I get into Vegas's odds and everything like that, um, I would like to highlight a great ETAB game that we themed after our Minnesota Wild called Let's Go Wild. Even check out the Slap Shot bonus round to see if you could take home some Grand Slam some jackpot prizes. I said Grand Slam like it was our Twins game, but no, just some great jackpot prizes in that great Slap Shot bonus round. Definitely check it out to see what you can be taking home. It does look like Vegas views us as the favorites in this game. The over under is at 6.5, and so we'll see who ends up getting the win. We do have Jess over at Wedgies on campus taking home $21.10 on that Musco prize. Good job to you, Jess, as we now get enrolled into a game number 9. In this game number 9, that minor prize will be clicking up to 58 balls or less. We obviously just gave out this Musco at 59 balls or less, so win in just one game earlier, and you'll be taking home a great prize yourself. But make sure you guys are coming out tonight for that great game, Wild versus Flames at 7 p.m. And also play that awesome ETAB game to send our Wild a little bit of luck. If you are playing that Wild game while our Wild are playing in the background, take a photo of it, of, you playing a little bit of Let's Go Wild, and then the Wild, TV right behind you. It would make for an awesome player picture, but that's just one suggestion on how to take those player pictures. You can send in pictures with you with that smiling face next to a jackpot message, you playing your favorite ETAB game, you just having fun playing pilot games with yourself, with your friends, your favorite bartender, whatever it is. Send those in by directly messaging us on Facebook, by posting them onto any of your social media with the hashtag pilot games, or by emailing them to jackpots@pilotgames.com. Any of those ways are great to send it into us, as we love getting those awesome, awesome player pictures. We have just 1 minute and 35 seconds to get enrolled into this game number 9 of Game Day Bingo. We'll see who can take home this great prize, as we got $102 at 58 balls or less, $148 at one for that major prize, and the mega prize of $39,270 you could take home in 48 balls or less. Should be some great stuff as we continue to work on this game. As we're working on this one, we do have a bit of Vikings news, as they are 7-6 on the season. The Vikings only reach 3 QBs because of injury. They are now onto their fourth quarterback because of performance. After two strong games in the wins over the Falcons and Saints, Josh Dobbs has completed under 60% of his passes with two touchdowns and five interceptions, nine sacks, and only 53 rushing yards. As the Vikings were getting shut out in the fourth quarter against the Raiders, head coach Kevin O'Connell pulled the plug and put in Nick Mullins. In the game, in two drives, Mullins got the Vikings across the finish line with a game-winning drive to defeat the Raiders 3-0. On Tuesday, O'Connell announced that Mullins will be the starter as the Vikings take on the Cincinnati Bengals. There's a reason we went out and got Nick when we did to really solidify that position, O'Connell said, referring to the Vikings trading for Mullins in the 2022 training camp. Anytime you're going out and to try and find a quarterback that you feel like when he's one snap away can win you some football games, you look for certain traits. Nick has them all. Love everything he about his preparation. He allows us to prepare with a plan and doesn't need a whole lot of reps then to go in and execute that plan. Executing the whole offense appears to be the key. While O'Connell talked at lengths last week about trying to adapt the scheme to Dobbs' strengths, but that proved ineffective. So now they are turning back to a quarterback who is more like Cousins in his playing style and experience in the offense as it is designed. I think this is a good little switch up because we're getting Justin Jefferson back. We're adding another weapon. We don't need a weapon necessarily in the legs uh of Josh Dobbs. Is that was kind of the big draw to Josh Dobbs, was he would get those first downs, those red zone attempts while rushing the football. But now just taking too many sacks, throwing too many interceptions, it's not, the risk is not worth the reward. And with Nick Mullins, he brings in that really stable point guard passing where he's going to be able to whip it out on those short yardage gains to our athletes that can go make plays after the catch. And so I like this move. I think Nick Mullins is much more of that guy that will just game manage for a bunch of stars, which we have. We have that, a bunch of stars across the field with Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, Justin Jefferson, even Alexander Madison can get some work in the receiving and rushing side of the offense. And so I think it should be some interesting stuff as our Vikings play the Bengals. They're going to be in Cincinnati on Saturday. So not a huge long trip for you guys over there in Minnesota, but it should be a fun one as it's going to be happening at 12 p.m. on Saturday. Reminding you guys, it's going to be on Saturday, not on Sunday. Send some luck out to our Vikings by playing the great E-Tab game, Vikings victory. Pick a letter in the skull bonus round to see if you can take home some Hail Mary jackpots. Right now in this game that we are working on, we're trying to give out a Musco prize of $26.80. And that prize is going out to Jake B over at Applebee's White Bear Lake. Good job to you, Jake B, taking home $26 as we now get enrolled into a game number 10 of Game Day Bingo. Well, game number 11 of Game Day Bingo, I should say. I was getting a little confused as this is a game number 11, as that minor prize will be clicking up from 58 to 60 balls or less. Now, we gave the jackpot out at 62 balls or less last time, but I think we could give it out at 60 balls or less this time around. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to get enrolled, $137 available there as we are getting after it in this game. As you guys are getting after it in some awesome Vikings themed game day bingo, we do play a different Vikings themed live bingo game. And that's our Skull Bingo. Skull Bingo gets played from 4 to 6 every single day. And currently, our top 10 Skull Bingo players sit like this. 10th place, it's Jake over at Moorhead Billiards with 141,000 points. With 154,000 points in 9th place, it's Rock Ryder over at the Incline Station Bowling Center. 8th place is Allie over at the Little Village Pub with 169,000 points, as Jackie at Outtake sits with 174,000 points in 7th. 181,000 points at 6th place with Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, as Cheese over the Beartown Lounge sits in 5th with 197,000 points. With 204,000 points in 4th place, it's Oswald over at Friar Tuck's Pub, as Fast Eddie over at Elks Lodge Owatonna sits with 243,000 points. With 404,000 points in second place in our Skull Bingo standings, it's Brother Nate at the chart house. And our number one player with 648,000 points, nobody even close to them, it's Call Me Jen over at JR Mac. Great job to Call Me Jen, and just dominating while playing some Skull Bingo action, aiding to that location, being at the top of our standings as well. We'll talk about the location top tens here, though, as we get after it. Just 40 seconds to get enrolled into this game number 11 of Game Day Bingo. 10th place, we got MT's on 8th with 233,000 points. With 249,000 points in ninth place, we have Elks Lodge Owatonna. Little Village Pub sits in 8th with 265,000 points. With 280,000 points in 7th place, it's Friar Tuck's Pub. 6th place is Eagles Albert Lay with 315,000 points. With 375,000 points, it's Clive's Roadhouse Burnsville. Outtakes is in 4th with 462,000 points, as the Chart House is in 3rd with 527,000 points. With 563,000 points in second place, it's Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, getting a lot of big plays in. But our number one location is JR Mac with 748,000 points. Definitely some awesome stuff there, getting a lot of wins while playing that Skull Bingo. Players and locations have been definitely having a lot of fun as that Skull Bingo is played every single day from 4 to 6. We'll be playing some Skull Bingo tonight from 4 to 6, getting after some fun prizes there as we got that Skull Bingo line prize sitting at 10 balls or less, fresh at $0, but it gets a lot more exciting. Large frame is at $5,589. You can take home in 43 balls or less. And the coverall prize is at $70,736. You can take home in 50 balls or less. The second largest jackpot available today. So come out from 4 to 6 to play that Skull Bingo to earn those points alongside those great players like Call Me Jen. But moving on from our great Vikings action, as I do want to highlight some celebrity birthdays, as I want to also highlight all the players that are out there playing on their birthday today. Shout out to any of you guys, and I shoot you out a bunch of luck as you get through this awesome bingo you're playing right here. We can't wait to see who takes home this awesome prize. But you share your birthday with some pretty cool people. In 1546, we got Tycho Brahe, a Danish astronomer who set the standard for astronomical observations. Very, very cool stuff. Happy birthday, Tycho Brahe. As we now continue to work through this one, born on today in 1939, we got Ernie Davis, an American College Football Hall of Fame halfback, and was the first African American to win the Heisman Trophy in 1961, playing for Syracuse. It's always amazing whenever you're the first one to break any kind of barrier of that kind of topic, and you have to be so extremely good that it is undeniable that they can no longer take it away from you. And so for Ernie Davis to be the first African American to win the Heisman Trophy, I'm sure took huge leaps and bounds of dominance in the college football game. And so awesome to see him win that first Heisman for African Americans. We do have Vic Ick over at Scoops Pub and Grill taking home $41.70 on that Musco prize in this game number 11. We will now be getting enrolled into this final game of Game Day Bingo that I'll be live with you guys here for. So get enrolled, press play, as that minor jackpot is sitting at 62 balls or less. $215 there. I'm hoping to give it out at 62 balls or less, as that's what we did last time, was give it out at this ball count. We'll see if we can do it once again. 2 minutes and 12 seconds to get enrolled. But next up, born on today in 1946, we got Patty Duke, the American Academy and Emmy award-winning actress for The Miracle Worker, as well as The Patty Duke Show, and is a huge mental health advocate. Definitely a cool one on today. Patty Duke, big name in culture, as she had a huge acting career where she received multiple awards, and has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Happy birthday to Patty Duke. Next up, born on today in 1965, we got Craig Biggio, a American Baseball Hall of Fame infielder, 7-time MLB All-Star, 4-time Golden Glove Award winner, 5-time Silver Slugger Award winner, and played for the Houston Astros. Current NFL coach, born on today in 1979, Kyle Shanahan. The American NFL coach for the 49ers. Started to coach in there in 2017 and hasn't stopped since. Has been dominating the college football scene and might be coaching the best team in football right now. Born on today in 1988, we got Vanessa Hutchinson, a American singer and actress, one of the main characters of High School Musical, as she plays the love interest, playing Gabriella, as she's also in The Princess Switch. She's also in a few other childhood classics for me, especially as I was right in the time period of her putting out a lot of her, classic childhood movies for me. But she's continued to be a good actress as well as she's done a lot of stuff throughout her career. Happy birthday to Vanessa Hudgenson. Next up, born in 1992, we got Tori Kelly, the American singer-songwriter who did Dear No One, or as well as Nobody Love. Definitely a big name on today, as she's a huge singer-songwriter, and we definitely highlight her birthday on today. But last up, born on today in 1997, we got DK Metcalf, the American football wide receiver, playing for Seattle Seahawks, one of the biggest freakazoids to ever come into the NFL. Got a lot of comparisons to Calvin Johnson. I always thought he was too stiff to be able to play NFL wide receiver, but he has proved that he is just so athletic and so big and so gifted physically that it doesn't matter that he's a little stiff. He makes up for it with all those physical freaky traits. Well, definitely some awesome stuff there. Some great birthdays on today. Happy birthday to any player that's out there playing on their birthday. We do have some awesome Timberwolves action happening today, as we'll be taking on the Mavericks at 7:30 p.m. Timberwolves currently 17-5 on the season, best team in the NBA, but coming off of a loss to the New Orleans Pelicans, so I'm sure they're going to want to right that ship. Some movies released on today: 2000, Miss Congeniality; 2005, King Kong; 2007, I Am Legend, as well as Alvin and the Chipmunks; 2012, The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey; and 2018, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Bird Box. Definitely some great movies that were released on today throughout history. Maybe watch one for your great movie night tonight. We do have 40 balls dropped on this game. We'll see who ends up taking home this great prize as the first explorer reaches the South Pole on today in 1911, December 14th. Very, very cool stuff in this day in history. As we're waiting to see who takes home this minor jackpot, we got Jeffy right now, 3 balls away in this game. Now 2 balls away for Jeffy as we wait to see who's going to be taking home the jackpot. If we do miss out on our jackpot, which would be quite surprising, we'd be giving out a $51.60 Musco prize. That $51.60 Musco prize will still be available if we do give out that minor prize, and will only be growing and rolling into the game day bingo, running from 1 all the way till 4. But you will have to wait through one game of some awesome action. We do have Frederick over at Diamond Gyms in this game, taking home an awesome prize of $227. Good job to you, Frederick, as we now get enrolled into this next game of live bingo action, as you will be playing one single game of Lucky 4 Bingo. Don't miss out on this action, as there's $88,000 on the line in this upcoming game. But as you guys are working on this, I would like to highlight a singular player, Crazy J over at Sarna's Grill, who took home $13,566. And over at Sarna's Grill, they support the Columbia Heights Athletic Booster Club, and their mission is to promote and support the youth athletic activities in the city of Columbia Heights, Minnesota. Then that is just an awesome reminder that when you guys play pilot games, your community wins. I'll be back for a little bit of Skull Bingo action tonight from 4 to 6.